planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I am going to be continuing my series on my Christmas planner. I wanted to go ahead and decorate some of the pages inside the planner, so I thought that I would go ahead and show you what I'm doing. So if you're interested in knowing kind of how I put all of these things together, including the inside pockets, I do have videos on that. I also have a video on what exactly all the tabs are in the planner and kind of the basic setup. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out that video. Those videos will be linked down below and also in the card above. So if you're interested, you could check those out. And I am going to go ahead right now and just jump right in and start putting some stuff together in regards to some decorations that I wanted to put on the planner. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing I wanted to do was put the numbers on for this calendar. And I got this pack of numbers from Tuesday morning. And I just went ahead and put them on there. They're like gold, puffy numbers. And once I get all of those on, I'm going to go ahead and do something a little bit different for the 25. So I took this little card that I had that said 25 on it and I just cut that little 25 out. And it came from, that little 25 came from the same paper line as the one I'm using. So it matched the right colors and stuff. And I just took a pop dot from Glue Dots and I stuck that on the back just to pop it off a little bit off the page. And I think that turned out really cute. And then all I did for that little Santa Claus was I just put a little sticker that I got at Hobby Lobby that said Merry Christmas. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of the page now. And this is part of my faith planner. So I thought I'd go ahead and put the word believe on that other side. And I just backed it with some holly paper from the same paper line and just rounded the corners. And then I wanted to just give it a little bit dimension. So I just took my stamp pad here and I just went around the edge with my stamp pad to kind of darken the edges a little bit. And then I did take my pop dots from Glue Dots and I just used those around the edges because I wanted to pop it off the page a little bit. And those holly leaves just came from, or they're really holly berries. I guess they're not really, just little berries, little stems of berries. And then that little cut apart there, it says Making Spirits Bright. I thought that would be cute because it's about my faith and making my spirit bright. So, all right, so that's basically the design of the page. I'm going to go ahead and get everything glued down in here down using my Glue Dots tape runner. I just went ahead and put the back piece on and then went ahead and glued on those little cut aparts. Some of them were stickers, but some of them were cut aparts. I just used some Glue Dots to get those adhered on. And then I'm also going to use the tape runner to glue on that Making Spirits Bright. And then, like I said earlier, I grabbed some of my pop dots, Glue Dots, and I just put one on each corner and just to kind of pop that off the page a little bit. It's one of the things that I like about these pop dots is they're not too thick because I'm really trying to make sure I don't add a lot of thickness to this planner because it's already so much in it. So it's not too thick. It's just enough to kind of add a little bit of a dimension to it. All right, so that's what that page looks like. And then I wanted to go ahead and add the word faith on my planner here. So I wanted it to be a holiday faith planner. So I just cut the word faith off of that little sticker that I had from Mambi and just trying to get it placed right. And that is pretty much all I do with that divider. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and add in one of the other dividers and just put a pocket on one of them because I wanted to make sure that if I was out and about, I could have some elements that I wanted, if I wanted to use some stickers or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put an envelope on this particular page. And one of the die cut sets that I have has those little cute little tabs there. So I wanted to go ahead and put that onto the side of the envelope. So I just used my glue dots lines and put that on there. And then I just adhered the snow globe, but I only adhered the bottom of the snow globe so that it's kind of like a tuck spot, so I can have like a closure there on the front. And then I wanted to pop that happy holidays thing off the page a little bit. So I did take some pop dots there and use those. Now I did do it a little bit crooked. I wanted it to be a little bit straighter, but the one thing about the glue dots, pop dots, is they're pretty strong adhesive. So if you try to pull something off, it doesn't typically work, but it's fine. It looks cute. I just put some washi tape down there at the bottom to kind of cover up that empty space down there, and then just matched it at the top. All right. So there's what those pages look like. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my next tab. Okay, so this one was a little bit fun. I really liked that little journaling card there that I have that has the books laying there. And this particular divider is for my planner. And I just thought that was really cute to like have little books. I don't know. I just thought that would be cute. So I wanted to try to make it look like a shelf. So I cut a little scrap piece of paper that has like a wood grain on it, and I just cut it. As you can see, I cut it too long, but because I was thinking about going all the way on that side, but then it didn't quite look right just because of the different color woods. So I just cut it so it would just cover, or just be the length of the journal card. So I'm just trimming it up here. And then what I'm going to do to kind of have it so that it looks like the wood from the journal card is in the back of the design. It's really very hard to explain what I'm trying to do here, but the piece of wood that's behind the books, I wanted it to look a little bit more three-dimensional. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting it so that when I set this particular card on the paper shelf that I'm making, it will look three-dimensional. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. Oh, you can see there I just took a little X-Acto knife and just cut that. I'm just trying to cut it so it's just a little bit off. Just a little bit of that brown off of the background. I'm just trying to measure it, line it up here so I make sure that I cut it in the right spot. And just watching out to make sure that I don't cut too far into to cut the books. So I didn't want to cut the book. All right, so then when I set it there, I'm not sure if you can tell, but now you can kind of see that it looks like the bottom piece, or the books are actually sitting on the bottom piece of the journal card. I don't know if you can really see it, but it looks really cute when it ends. I promise. Just stick with me. It will look cute here in a second. All right, so then I'm just going to glue that on. Just trimming it up. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. I really wanted to cover up that little Christmas tree, faux washi Christmas tree thing, because I didn't really like it. And I already have it in my faith planner part. I kept it on that part, but I didn't want to keep it for this one. So I wanted to cover it up. So I really liked this little journal card. All right, so then to really make it look even more three-dimensional and make it look like even more of a little shelf, I cut that little coffee mug there, and I used a pop dot to adhere it on there so it kind of pops off the page a little bit, and I really ultimately like how it turned out. I'm not sure if you can see, but yeah, it looks like a little shelf. So anyway, I like how it turned out. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next little section. So this particular one is the opposite page of that page with the shelf. So I wanted to keep it fairly simple. I had this little journal card thing, and I really thought it was cute. I loved the little saying on there, so I just took some big, thick glitter washi here that I had in my stash. I think this was actually from the Heidi Swap. It's like for her marquee letter things that she had last year, and it was like really good sale, so I bought that last year on sale. And yeah, so that is what that side, that's really going to be simple. I think I add a couple of enamel dots to each of the corners to give it just some dimension. So I had some gold enamel dots I just added to each of the corners. And that's pretty much what that one looks like. All right, so this one's going to be a quick one. I had that little cut apart there with the Let It Snow, and all I did was just add a couple of snowflakes. Pretty easy. And that one I did the making a list. I had that little cut apart there, the little divider thing that said making a list. I just changed it to baking a list by adding a little P there. And then just did some additional decorations with some candy. And then added this little, I really liked that little cut apart there that said Candy Company. And I just wanted to back it with some candy cane paper. So I just adhered that on there, and then I'm going to put that in the center, and that one's done too. All right, well, that's really all I had for you today. I will be doing a full flip through of my planner, and if you wanted to see the other pieces and the other videos that I've made, please go ahead and check those out. They will be in the description box below or in the top right eye at the top of the screen if you're interested. And I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment and like and share if you are if you do like this planner. Thank you. Bye.